Hey everybody, this is the Shrimp Monk. Today's video is going to be on the top 10 homeless haters. Oh, I've been meaning to put something out like this for a long time, and I just it happens to be the right time right now to do so. And of course, I'll start for the 10, the least to the worst haters, and let's see how that goes. Okay, let's see now. For number 10. Number 10 is all the small businesses that have do not use the bathrooms or bathrooms not available signs on their doors. Usually that is meant for the homeless. So the top 10 would be small businesses that hang no entry to use your bathroom signs. Along with them, I guess I would include community community patrolling as well, because they will. People in their homes will turn you in for just walking through their neighborhood. So that's the 10th one right there. The 9th one is Best Ontario Inn. That place was run by really mean monks. I had interactions with them one time, and they just treated me extremely poor. And I think it was because I appeared homeless, and I still do. But I did interact with them at one point. It was very kind of homeless hostile. And they didn't just don't seem to treat their lodgers well, and I heard that from various people in there as well. The next one is Panda Walk. They were friendly to me in the beginning. I used to get a lot of my delicious Chinese food there, but then they kind of turned against me at the very end, to a point where they said I was stinky, and I don't hold myself as stinky. I'm pretty clean, but since they're the Vietnamese, the Chinese, I guess stinky means dirty, meaning they're, dirty on the outside. Even that, I don't see myself as dirty on the outside, but I think they just see homeless as a whole as dirty. So therefore, when I went in there, they refused me service. Okay, let's see. The next one is Stater Brothers. At the beginning was very friendly with me, and then with time, as time passed, they got a little, they started putting the brakes on and having me put like my cart. My cart has a big thing to do with the way a lot of people act. My cart needed to be put outside, and which made it hard for me, hard for homeless to supervise or to watch their or your stuff when you're indoors and your personal belongings are outside. So they ended up being a little kind of rough, and there was one particular guy that was super rough, but that was okay. I dealt with that. Okay, and number 5 was a Quoia market. Quoia market is now defunct, has been closed down. That group there, I was held down in a chokehold until I went unconscious, and they even went to the point of putting cuffs on me. They had hired aggressive security guys that when I went in for to purchase a drink, they had waited for me outside and took me down, and hurt me extremely bad. I mean, chokeholds, if you know what they do, they come around through your back. They clasp their arms around your neck and wait till you go unconscious. And there was 2 aggressive black security guys that did that. And they did that on and off for about it seemed like about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Either way, they knocked me to the ground about 3 times, and finally the last time, were able to achieve, unconsciousness. I did go down hard. Okay, so that's that, and let's see who else we got. We're coming down to the top homeless haters. Yeah, let's see. Where was I? Sequoia, number 4. Ontario Library. Ontario Library at the beginning was supportive. They speak very supportive like, but with time, they also backed off and started putting out a lot of rules affecting, of course, the homeless. I used to bring in my carts inside to one side, and just so I could keep an eye on my stuff. And eventually, with time, they said, "Now you can do it." Then I had to put my stuff outside, and risk always somebody stealing your personal stuff. And like I said, I don't have valuables stuff in there, but things that we need out here, like umbrellas, like right now in the rains, sleeping bags for sleep, and kind of everyday stuff, clothing and stuff that you need. Okay, that was 3, the Ontario Senior Center. They were pretty aggressive since the get-go. They were okay at the beginning, and then towards the once after I got involved with them, they started putting the rules out, and they stopped being as friendly and cooperative, I guess, with us, the homeless. Okay, let's see what else. I think number 2 is your Ontario PD. This is a very delicate area and issue, only because the police have it tough out here. Unfortunately, not unfortunate. I mean, the homeless has a lot of drug problems, and a lot of druggies from the outside also come in and mix in with the homeless. So the homeless in general get a bad rap, and when the police go out and treating the homeless, they treat them all as one. So you could be a nice guy and they could treat you miserably. But they have it hard, but I got victimized by them one time. I was handled extremely hard, and I was injured for several months afterwards. It took me about 4 months to recover, 4 or 5 months to recover from that. And then I think the hardest part about them is that they're degrading to the homeless. They'll lie, they'll cheat to get where they want. And then the worst of it all is that they get rid of your civil rights. They just push you around everywhere, then threaten to take you to jail if you don't cooperate. You could be sitting down in a public park, they could want to run you out. They use aggressive means, more verbal and demanding than anything. A lot of the guys at the end have to leave because, and negate their civil rights just to appease them. Okay, a lot of guys don't want to go to jail, especially for a small thing like that. So that's number 2. Number 1 is City Hall under Paul Leon and Deborah Parada. I've been out here for over 8 years. They always, of course, their front is that they're always cooperative, but they're really not. They get millions of dollars from the county and from state and federal for the homeless. I haven't seen a dime. Only recently, without the last 2-3 years, they're actually giving us a bone. They're actually attempting to help, throwing out a couple of days of vouchers for a couple of days in a hotel. And also that's just recently a couple of guys been out in hotels for 6 months up to a year, but that's only a few guys. There's hundreds of guys out here. I don't think they've reached everybody, but there's a few guys out here that have been treated kind of well recently, so that's it. Ontario, California. That is the top 10 homeless haters, beginning with the 10th and finalizing with the more aggressive ones, which of course are not physically aggressive, but they're more behind the scene. They're the ones directing a lot of the homeless hating out here. I've tried cooperating with them, and they're usually pretty good, but unfortunately I think they use the police department to take care of their matters. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the Street Muck. We'll be all seeing you later. We'll try to keep dry out here. It's a little wet, but all is good in the city of Ontario.